Well, the season's brought out Lions fans in tremendous force, but there's a few dedicated ones who've always rooted for the team through the good and the bad, and they can't wait to watch Sunday's game.
Yes, from the Briggs Field to Ford Field, one super fan out of Macomb Township is part of that true Lions pride. Our Nick Monticelli introduces us to the Crack Man.
So I'm sure Ron the Crackman Cracchiola is one of the most excited fans of all the super fans to see Ford Field have its first playoff game ever.
Some autographed footballs, and there's some old players. There's Chris Spillman up here.
For the definition of a Lions superfan,
I went into the Visa Hall of Fans. 2001, I was inducted into the Lions as a Lions fan.
dictionary publishers should just go ahead and print a picture of Ron Cracchiola, better known as the Crack Man.
When I was in kindergarten, I was calling crack, and my dad used to always say, I'm the crack. I was crack before he was around, but it's just a nickname I've had all my life. So all these super fans around, there was Bear Man, there's Barrel Man. So I decided that when I started dressing like with the cutoff bibs and being a retired lineman and a blue collar guy, I said, well, hell, I'd just be the Crack Man. And it just kind of fit.
And if inside the Crack Man's Macomb Township home isn't Honolulu blue enough, there's a few subtle hints outside.
I've been a Lions fan since my dad took me to my first game when I was 14 years old at Briggs Stadium there. That was in the 66, 67 era. And I fell in love with the passion of the people in the stadium, the fans and everything else.
Now, the 71-year-old has been to every single NFL stadium, leading the Lions fans with unashamed pride.
All right, Lions fans, we're going to New Orleans.
No matter what city they're in.
Forward down the field, a Lions team that will not give.
Ron also has his customized Lions road trip bus and his truck that, when he bought in 2015, earned some colorful feedback.
That team, why don't you sell it? That just sell it back right now. Everybody's calling you up. Crack, got any tickets? Hey, buddy, love that truck.
And unlike all the greats that have come and gone through Briggs Stadium, the Silverdome, and now Ford Field.
But a fan, you're there for life. I'm not one of these bandwagon guys that, because someone's winning, I jump on that team.
No, sir, no bandwagon fan here. But the Crack Man admits this year is different.
I can almost be in tears right now because it's been so long. And we never had. This is the first playoff game at Ford Field since they built it. I mean, it's special.
And not just special for him, it's for the entire city.
The Lions, they bring the city together, everybody together.
For the turnaround, this superfan credits Coach Dan Campbell and General Manager Brad Holmes, who he has talked directly to.
He looked at me right in the eyes and said, Crack, it's about you guys, the fans. You make this happen. And you know what else, buddy? We ain't done yet. We're just starting this thing. So we're comparing the long haul here. And I'm like, my adrenaline's going, I can run through a wall.
Now running straight into the playoffs.
Remember the old Red Fox on Sanford and Son?
Oh, it's the worst one. This is the big one. I'm dying. You hear that, Elizabeth? I'm coming to join you, honey.
If the Lions ever win a Super Bowl, I'd be like, I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. This is the big one.
What is it like after decades and decades of being a Lions fan to finally get a playoff game at Ford Field?
Spectacular. It's like I take pride, how I dress and the hard hat, as a blue-collar guy like Detroit Lions, a blue-collar team. When the team comes out of that tunnel, they're Detroit. They represent the Lions organization in the city of Detroit.
In talking to Ron at some of the tailgates before the last game here at Ford Field, he just kept talking about how this is historic and how we all deserve to have this game. We're here outside of Ford Field. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.